Well, it's definitely going to be a party in Kumasi on Sunday when Asante Kotoko are officially given the league title. But let's do boxing now, where South African boxer Simiso Buthelezi has passed away just days after being disoriented inside the ring and attempting to punch an invisible opponent. Just seconds within the 10th round of a WBF African lightweight fight against Sifilese Intuba, having knocked his opponent down through the ropes. Now, Buthelezi turned towards the empty far corner and began punching thin air. He appeared confused and the referee quickly called off the bout. The fighter was rushed to the hospital and put in an induced coma at Kin Hospital in Durban, but on Wednesday died after suffering bleeding in the brain. Joy Sports boxing expert Nathaniel Atto joins us via Zoom to get a little bit of perspective on the situation. It's a pleasure to have you, Nathaniel, as always. What was your initial reaction?
Great to be here. Thank you very much, Uriku. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I just wanted to find out your initial reaction after hearing the news. Obviously, it's really, really devastating.
Uriku, definitely very devastating indeed. You know, I would want to throw back to a few incidents that we have had here in Ghana, you know, and you'd want to think, oh my goodness, you know, we missed it. And we were lucky, obviously, to have missed it, because this is death we're talking about here. You do remember when Emmanuel Tego became a world champion here, and that was when he annexed the IBO lightweight title. Now, he fought against a South African boxer, and that South African boxer, Mzonke Fana, had stepped in because the original opponent, who was an Argentine boxer, you know, had chickened out at the last minute. Yeah. So because of that, he had to just come in, you know, to fill in. And knowing the kind of, you know, the kind of boxer that he is, the kind of pedigree that Mzonke Fana had, he didn't want to go down with a knockout. He didn't want to get knocked out just like that. Yeah. He wanted to, you know, he wanted to come in, compete well, and even if he was going to lose honorably. And what happened? Immediately after the bout, he collapsed, and it took a while for the doctors to revive him. And it was only God in that situation. But Simiso Buthelezi's case is one of those that come to, you know, give us that very big reality about some of the dangers of the sports that we play, especially boxing. Boxers suffer concussions. Boxers go into the ring with injuries. Sometimes boxers have to go, you know, after fights, and they have to go and seek medical attention for conditions that they incur after they have fought. And all of these are some of the hazards of the sports that we play. So this is a rather unfortunate curve, and it just goes to, you know, reiterate the point that for boxing, for instance, one of the cardinal principles is that you must protect yourself at all times. And so defense, which is one of the key areas of scoring of boxing, is one that we always have to take into consideration, especially when a boxer is getting himself ready for a fight. This is a very unfortunate situation. It could have happened to anybody, and it just happens that it is happening to Simiso Buthelezi. Very, very unfortunate, and this should never, ever happen anywhere. But it just goes to tell us that boxers go through a lot. A lot of things happen before bouts, a lot of things happen after bouts, and this is just one of those unfortunate things.
And just to wrap up with you, Nathaniel, there has been the obvious conversation of safety in the sport, and I just wanted to get your perspective. We always learn lessons from difficult situations. Is there anything that can be picked from this situation to ensure that it probably doesn't happen again?
All right, now, I think that we should, especially here on the local scene, the Ghana Boxing Authority, the Ghana Boxing Federation, who are in charge of the professional and amateur ranks, respectively. What we need to do as a matter of urgency is that we need to tighten up our medical procedures. tighten up our, our checkup procedures so that there are rules that are instituted. And as a licensee of the Ghana Boxing Authority, it is also my responsibility that when we get on the floor and we're discussing some of these issues, on the floor of Congress, we bring some of these issues up, we advocate and make sure that they are passed as laws so that all licensees adhere, managers, boxers, promoters, everybody will adhere to some of these rules and regulations so that the standard medical procedures that boxers go through before fights are proper and standard, as the word suggests, so that we decrease the risk of having such incidents in the ring. Some of them, unfortunately, are acts of God, and there's nothing we can do about them. But when we can prevent, let us make sure that we do everything in our power, technically and professionally, to prevent, so that we don't have some of these rather, sad and dark moments in the boxing ring.
All right, thank you very much, Nathaniel Atto, who is with the Joy Sports team and is a boxing expert. But before we go on a break, let's still touch on boxing. And the GBA have released a statement expressing their condolences to the BSA for the demise of the boxer Simiso Buthelezi. What we just discussed with Nathaniel Atto. And of course, the Joy Sports team also do send their condolences. A pretty dark moment in the boxing history of South Africa. But we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we do some more here on Prime Sports.